And we're live. Welcome to the Digital Bullpen episode 13. Eventually, we're going to have some VIPs coming around, but we already got some VIPs. We got Shinobi Raccoon, Josh Chris Art. Trusty Psychic is going to join us. He's having a little bit of issues with his audio equipment. But yeah. And eventually, Manny Good Dog Press Correa will be here as well. And we'll be talking about his book, The Unbreathable Skunk Girl, so he can, promote.
Yeah.
So how you doing today, Josh? Josh may not be able to speak. He might be having some issues as well, but give him a chance.
All right, I'm here on my phone until I get my computer rebooted.
Hey, how you doing, Trusty?
Okay.
I'm here.
I'm
right next to the window. And with this thunderstorm going on, guys are not going to be able to hear anything.
Right.
All right. So, Shinobi, how you doing this evening?
Good.
All right. And Trusty, I know you're having technical difficulties, but how you doing this evening?
Sort of up and down. It's been kind of a roller coaster thing. Family stuff, my dad, and some things he's said and doing. My dad is in assisted living, you guys. So but then my brother and his family went up to see him, and so feel a little more at ease now. And then my brother was telling me about stuff that one of his friends is going through, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, those poor people, what we're dealing with is nothing compared to them.
Right.
Yeah. Those things happen, man.
Yep.
Oh, see, we got Lady Celtic Moon in the house. She's saying, well, and Ricey Lee says, hail Raven, hail the great Ricey Lee, the Australian Thor. And Ricey Lee says, I'll try to take care of thunderstorm for you, Josh. He is, after all, the god of thunder. So there's that. Give me a second, fellas.
All right.
Had to remember to smash that like button.
Rough start tonight. Rough start.
Yep.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to greet my wife before I continued on this wonderful journey this evening.
Right.
And see, Manny says he is being a YouTube star on Mr. Edwin Boyette's show. Good stuff, Manny. Good stuff, man.
Right, Doug Ernst.
Yeah, he's Manny's famous, man.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe one day I'll be important enough to show up on Edwin Boyette's show and talk stuff.
That dream may come true. You never know. That dream may come true. But I'll say this, at least in the meantime and in between time, you're here, building your audience, showing your artwork, doing big things.
Yes.
Don't ever underestimate the power of being in the Digital Bullpen. Hey, Marcus Gibbons saying hello. Supermod Marcus Gibbons in the house. And so everybody's having technical difficulties today. So.
I know, right?
So we'll do the best that we can to get the show going. If Manny can come back in, we'll of course give Manny some opportunity, some time to shield for his book or promote The Unbreathable Skunk Girl. But
Yeah, maybe we should just change the name to the Digital Boomer Pen tonight.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That might be the call to arms today.
We need
I
to
know-
pick it up, otherwise Lady Celtic Moon's going to fall asleep.
Yeah. I know, right? I know.
Right.
I know. I'm over here drawing. Well, I'm inking something I found on Twitter.
Ooh.
Just to do something different. You know, an indie
Yes.
guy, independent guy. You know, maybe they'll see the stream, maybe they won't. I'll let him know that I was going to do it. He never replied,
Yep.
so I'm assuming he's okay with me doing this. Maybe not. Who knows? You know. Yeah, so I'll erase it. No big deal. No skin off my back. I just kind of enjoy doing these things. Yeah, so Manny had a successful launch yesterday. Well, after almost attempting to sabotage his launch, he had a successful launch yesterday. You know, Manny went straight up boomer and forgot
Failure
to
launch. Oh well.
forgot to forgot to get that launch site going. So
Oops.
you know, but eventually,
Yeah.
he got it going,
Yeah.
and Lady Celtic Moon was the first backer out of everybody that was on that stream watching.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody backed it after I did.
There's been a couple of people.
Where is the campaign now? I haven't looked at it in a while.
It's about. Let me see if I can find
It's like
it on my.
220 something percent funded.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So it's up over 2,000? Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over 2,000. It is 2,280 with 35 backers.
Yay.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, let me copy the link, even though I'm sure that everybody that's here was there last night. Lady Celtic Moon is over there saying 1. Control V. Yeah, Ricey says I was number 4. Wow, Ricey, you was quick on the trigger. I was number 9.
I know, right?
But I was trying to find the right perk to back him under.
Right.
You know, as beautiful as many sculptures are, I don't have room for sculptures at my house.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me back. I need to back him, but I don't want the sculpture. So, what tier can I back him under? And that's what I was at. That was my conundrum last night. So eventually,
I haven't got to press the button yet. My wife has said okay. I just need to make sure she's okay with which one I'm going to get. So
right.
Excuse me.
Of course.
I'm not mad at that. Gotta keep the spousal happy.
Mm-hmm.
Although Josh's spouse is really, really understanding about those things.
yeah, it's not so much about keeping her happy. It's just making sure we're on the same page, financially. I'm pretty sure I got the money, but just to make sure that she has already made plans with what we're going to do for the month or something.
Right.
She likes to do surprises or go ahead and get stuff without telling me, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that's why you said don't spend anything this month. Sweet. Okay, I'm not going to argue now.
I hear you, bud. The Unbeatable Skunker is in the chat. And good thought press this. Please hit the share button, peeps, and tell your friends.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of streams on right now, and we're competing against a lot of people. So I'm not really expecting a lot of people to show up, but if they do, they are more than welcome. I'm not mad at them.
Yeah.
We appreciate anybody that comes, checks us out.
I think Skunk Girl showed up for my first episode as well.
Oh yeah. The Unbreathable Skunk Girl is a super fan. She helps everybody.
Yay.
You know, she is a good person.
Yes.
Obviously, she puts up with Manny, so she has to be. Other than that,
Oh, yeah, man.
I don't know what to tell you after that.
So does anybody have any big plans for the 4th?
Well,
Do
you
anything
already know it's my anniversary weekend, so I'm already out of town to begin with. So I'm not going to
Usually,
be around.
we shoot off fireworks with the kids and hang out with her family since I'm not really near anyone of my family.
Yeah.
And though they may be canceling the 4th on her side, we may not be doing nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not very happy with it.
Why is that?
That's because we've always done stuff, there's never been
Right.
a time where I remember that we've ever canceled any holiday, and here they're considering canceling it just for the sheer fact my wife
Right.
doesn't get days off working for the postal service.
Yeah.
I understand, why they always say people go postal, because they work them to death
Yeah.
without any breaks except for like one day a week, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And she's trying to bide her time to where she can move up to the next position and everything, but for her family's like really worried about her health and stuff. It's like, we won't do anything. And she's like, no, I don't want that. I want to do something. So if they decide to cancel, I might just go over to the local places selling fireworks, buy like $50 worth of fireworks, and just shoot them off in my backyard, my front yard, and just let the kids watch it, and that'd be it.
Right.
Though it looks like it's going to storm the entire weekend,
Oh
so
man.
may not be any reason to.
Right.
We are planning on taking my mom and dad's pontoon boat out, going out on the river, and we live not too far from Yorktown, Virginia. So Yorktown, they usually do pretty good fireworks on the 4th of July.
Nice. So
it's nice to go out and watch fireworks from the water. We're not going to go all the way over to Yorktown because there's a lot of crazies, that have been out there drinking and partying all day long, and when the fireworks are over, they take off out of there, and it's a little crazy trying to get out of there. So we'll stay a safe distance away. Plus, if we do that, we can not only see the ones at Yorktown, but we can see ones coming from other directions as well.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So hopefully the weather will hold.
Right.
Well, I think. Lady Celtic Moon asks, "What was part of this?" Yeah, he's on vacation though. I don't know if he's back. He's completely back or not, but he has the link, and
Right.
yeah, he is usually part of the
Yes.
digital bullpen. I know. I talked to him earlier, and he is working on making some changes to the campaign videos and whatnot. So I don't know if that's what he's working on or not.
Could be.
But the new video he is making is nice.
Yeah.
He let me preview it. That thing is really, 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 really nice. I'm like, wow. So if whenever he releases it, I think people are gonna be like, wow, that's nice. It's pretty good. He did some nice things with it. So I'm like, yep, you should definitely release the video when you finish this. And I don't want to steal any of his thunder, so that's all I'll say on that subject. So
That's all he has to say about that.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Right.
Because I don't want to be the one that steals the man's thunder.
Nope. That would be bad.
You just gotta let him do it whenever he's ready.
It's so hard to let them fly on their own.
I know. Look how much money has grown in the last few months.
I know.
He's doing great now. He's doing streams with the likes of the Boyettes.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty amazing stuff. And now, Manny will forever be our proudest achievement, our crown jewel.
Yes.
You know, that's Manny.
We're so proud of our little manatee.
Yeah, Manny the manatee has done well for himself, and he's out there in the world, facing the world on his own now,
And conquering.
and conquering.
Getting too sappy for me, gentlemen.
Yeah. What do you mean, too sappy for you?
Getting too sappy. You need a safe place to go cry.
Never. This is my
Windows
safe
and a
place.
puppy.
This is my safe place. What are you talking about? Speaking of safe place, let me put it on Shinobi. Everybody can see what he's working on.
Yes. If you're around if you saw my stream, I'm finishing up.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit those likes, follow, share, come and grow with us at Ortiz. Man, Marcus is so amazing. I love that dude, man. He's like a brother.
Yep.
Always helping out.
Love it like a play cousin.
Yeah, Marcus Gibbons is the man, the myth, the legend. The cheeseburger legend. I can't forget that part.
Indeed.
He's the cheeseburger legend. Yeah, so so I think because I think he drove to Connecticut from Florida. That's like a 23-hour drive. So I don't know if he's home yet or what. Or if he's still on the road. Whatever the case may be.
Right.
But yeah. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I drop his Indiegogo in here too. We just dropped, I believe that we dropped Manny's already. Let me see if I can drop El Guapo,
Right.
Chango, the Broken Veil. As you know, we want to help all our friends.
Yes.
But, you know, we want to help everybody that we can.
Yes.
Let me do this typing. Man, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit under the weather. So I'm not usually my energetic self. And but you know how it is. If you don't stream, you get left in the dust.
Well, and we had such an exciting night last night with so many people, you know, and people coming in and out. You know, it's hard to match that.
Excuse me.
You're not gonna-
Hey, we got a late entry. Comic Book Bob, how you doing, bud?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. Just got done with Chester, so.
And you still have energy for us, man.
Actually,
Amazing, right?
today wasn't that bad, man. I had some other things going, so I didn't do my normal stream this morning. I mean, this afternoon. So I'm only on 2 hours so far.
All right, cool. Well, you know, welcome to the bullpen.
Cool. Appreciate you having me back, man.
Hey, no problem, man. You do good artwork and seem to be a decent fella.
Cool. But congratulations, man. Skunk Girl got her funding.
Oh yeah. Manny did good. And he's on Edwin's show right now, so he may or may not be joining us.
Cool. Well, I'm glad he got it.
Yeah,
But,
we are too. Manny is a pretty good guy, you know.
Yeah. So what's the topic?
We don't have a topic, man. We just go on. I've never had a topic.
Right.
You know, what are you gonna draw? That's the question.
I'm gonna work on this old piece that I was messing around with. I'm gonna trying something with colored pencils and failing miserably. So we'll see. We'll see what comes of it.
I guess the topic is Comic Book Bob fails miserably. We have a topic.
Discuss amongst yourselves.
Thanks, Marcus Gibbons. I told y'all I'm a little bit under the weather, man. I'll try not to blow your eardrums out if you're using headsets.
Yeah.
But I was feeling like this last night, and it's probably what people kept saying. I kept mispronouncing launch because I was not feeling very good. I was trying to keep the energy last night.
Coming down with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't envy you, man.
I don't envy me either.
I'll tell you what. Do you go to the gym? Do you work out?
I do,
Let me ask you a question.
but I'm not like a professional at it. But yeah, go ahead.
No. But I want to ask you. It's actually got something to do with health, with just like getting sick and stuff. I made a couple of lifestyle changes. I started going to the gym pretty heavily about 2 years ago, and in the last 2 years, I have gotten sick more times than I can remember in like the last 10 years.
Right.
Like, and I'm wondering if it's because I started going to the gym, and then like there's a lot of germs spreading around up there, and I'm wondering if that's what it is.
It could be because a lot of gyms you could pick up staph infection. I don't even know it. A lot of those gyms are not very
Sanitary.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering, because I'm like I was sick like 5 times last year. Just got like the flu or something like 5 times, and then this year I've been just there alone. I've been sick 3 times.
Yeah. I do a lot of working out from home whenever possible. And like I'm not lifting like I used to. Well, I did hurt my shoulders, so I'm taking it easy on all that, like benching and stuff like that. But
I figured you used to be into boxing and everything, and like maybe he's like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just nasty people not wiping their stuff down when they're done.
Right, that's part of it, and
I hate that.
And of course, then there's the fact that the staff probably doesn't clean up right away either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start carrying those bleach wipes with me.
Yeah.
Start sanitizing the whole place.
Good idea.
It's not a bad thing to do. Yeah.
I hope you get over it fast, man.
Well, me too.
Take some of that that airborne stuff and load up on some vitamin C, and then put your head down because it's going to get worse before it gets better.
I know, right?
Right.
Hopefully it won't be too long, man. So I can enjoy my weekend.
Right.
But I mean, more than likely I'll be dealing with this all my weekend of enjoyment. So.
But I tried to answer your question about that game in there, and you walked in. I was like, dude, I'm completely lost. I was like, you ain't the only one.
Man, look, I went in there. I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I came in here to give the guy a little bit of love, but
That's cool.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's unless you know the ins and outs of some of those games, man. It's like listening to somebody speak a foreign language.
Yeah, and he didn't acknowledge my joke about what I say. What was the name of the thing he said was a vast empty space?
Yeah. Oh, I sent the joke in after that. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, man, Chester's ignoring me, man. It's messed up, yeah. Chester.
He gets pretty engrossed when he's running that game, though.
Oh.
Yeah, he does. He sounds like he's like super deep into it.
Yeah. But no, I think it's fun and it's good exposure. So
yeah, Chester's always into something.
But on a different topic, I went and saw Far From Home today.
Oh yeah, how was it?
You know what? It's about the same as the last one. It's your typical Marvel fare.
Yeah, someone said it was the same. They said it was the same movie reskinned.
I can see why they'd say that because the way they did, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but the Mysterio's motivations and everything, very very similar to the Vultures, to Toombs's from the first movie.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was a little like that when they first were starting doing it, I was like, okay, man. But Gyllenhaal's, the acting is really good. Gyllenhaal is very good as Mysterio. The biggest complaint that I had is that I don't like that Spider-Man is so weak-willed. He comes off I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think physically as a teenage Spider-Man he works really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his fault the script is bad.
Yeah, it's they just do Peter Parker as a very weak-willed person. Now, at the end of the first movie, when they have that scene from that they mimic that scene from the comics when he busts out of all the debris.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a callback to a really good scene from the comics, and that scene in the comics is kind of like when they herald him becoming like that's when he became Spider-Man. You know, that's when he sacked up, and after that, he was a much more confident person. You know, he still, you know, he wasn't, you know, perfect or anything, but he was a genuine hero,
Right?
and I was hoping that scene in the movie was going to herald that same thing, but then you know the other movies came out and he was pretty much the same thing.
We can't have men with back. We can't have a man have a backbone.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on.
What's up?
Manuel Correa says, I'm here, and he is here in the panel as well, as in the chat. Manny, how you doing, bud?
I snuck in.
I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm not feeling too well, and I was letting Comic Book Bob take over, and I just kind of looked over at the chat, listening to the Unbeatable Skull Girl saying, I need some chicken soup.
Yeah, then she retracted it. Why did she retract it?
Because she typed it twice.
Oh, but she retracted both.
No, she only retracted one on mine.
No, it shows both on in the Twitter land. I mean, in the web land.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Right.
I'm sorry. I was moonlighting.
No, you're good, man. Look, you're on promote mode, man. You
yes.
Yeah, we were saying earlier, man. Congratulations on hitting the goal, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, awesome. I mean, it's got my great team over here. My Digital Bullpen that's helping me out and cracking the whip on me.
We're definitely happy that you were able to get on Edwin's show and
it was cool.
Some more. Oh, she said, sorry, it was my phone. It was being dumb. It's all right. Unbreathable Skunk Girl, man. We get it. Those things happen.
Yeah, I don't think I've been on the show with Edwin in 2 years.
Wow, you've been on the show with him? That's cool.
Dude, I would love to be on a show with Edwin, man. I'd love to pick that guy's brain.
Well, I think Angling Team hosted it at the time.
That's cool. But, when you're on that kind of show, you can't be kind of like looking around and stuff. You got to start reading the chat. You got to try to listen to what Edwin, because at any point he can ask you a question and it's like, oh, what was that now?
Right.
You got to think at the seat of your pants. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, man. I mean, we were making a joke the other night, and I said, man, I'll tell you what, that guy needs to start doing audiobooks because I'll listen to just about anything with that guy's voice.
If you guys go back and watch the show I just got off of, he read the Skunk Girl. He did the synopsis and the story off of the Indiegogo page, and he was making like he was holding his breath. So he read that so damn fast. It was hilarious. You know, it was like, oh my God. It's like he wasn't taking a breath. That was the whole thing. Like, okay, hold your breath now. We're going to read this now. And it just kept on going super fast. It was funny. I should take that as the promo or something.
Yeah. I tell you, man, dude's like I said, he's the voice of CG, man. He's the Morgan Freeman of CG.
That's a good description.
Actually, to me, he sounds like Sam Elliott.
He does.
Yes, he sounds like Sam Elliott. You know, steak. It's what's for dinner.
Beef. I could just hear Edwin. The beef.
It's dude. For dinner. You know what's even better is meeting him in person and he does his laugh. It's like whoa! Like when you hear that laugh in person, it's awesome. You know, I've met him like 3 times, and when he does that laugh, it's just crazy. Yeah. We got at some point we gotta have him do the Lone Star Squadron story again, man.
Oh, I just love my eardrums, man.
Yeah, but that was iconic, man. I used to love. There's like, now everybody turn down your radios. I'm not joking. Ready? It's like, holy crap, man.
Yeah,
I bet Trusty could do a good impression of that.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
I don't
could.
know about that.
Well, you fooled me once, Trusty. I thought it was Edwin saying what. Oh, I was
Right.
like, oh, was that Edwin's voice? I thought it was Edwin's voice, but it was Trusty. You got me there, Trusty.
Right.
I think it would be funny if you just like did like a comedy video and it's just Edwin reading the phone book.
You know what? You know what'd be funny? If Edwin shows up on your show next time and Trusty's there and Trusty uses the Edwin voice.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would
man.
be hilarious.
I
You know
probably would
something,
do it.
man?
I'd probably choke up.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Edwin's the kind of guy that if you talk to him about, he'd be like, "That's a good idea. I think we're gonna do that."
Just don't give him a choice, man. Just do it.
Oh, just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Buddy.
Let's do it.
That's what I would do.
Do it.
He would find it hilarious, I think.
Oh,
But,
He probably would.
he probably would, man. He's got a good sense of humor, or he seems to be.
oh, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh man, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got a big panel up here tonight, Ortiz.
It's the Digital Bullpen plus Comic Book Bob. You know?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's the people. We said we were going to do a Digital Bullpen. People liked it and they want to be part of it, and they come, and it's pretty good. I love it.
Hey,
You know,
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta tweet. I gotta push this out.
Dang it.
We got the Digital
Yeah.
Bullpen.
Just make sure all you guys in the out there in chat land, just hit the share button, share it out.
Yeah.
Get more
Right.
people over here. I mean, that
Speaking of
really helps.
Speaking of sharing it out, I got you White Box, sir, so you could promote.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, so if you guys didn't know it yet, I'm pretty sure you guys did, but if you haven't, newcomers, Skunk Girl is on Indiegogo. It was great last night. We fulfilled the book. We hit our goal super fast. And it was awesome. And this morning I woke up and we're 200% already into this campaign, which is amazing. I'm so happy and so grateful for all the love that was given to me. And some of the tears that I was shocked of. I mean, this morning I woke up and 3 people want that sculpture. So that's an awesome thing, something that most people don't offer. I figured I'll do a sculpture of Skunk Girl. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Tonight I was on Rick's channel. I was over there on Shinobi, just being in the chat, trying to give him some love. I was on Edwin. Now I'm on E. Later on tonight, I'm going to be with Larry. But tomorrow, oh my goodness, I got to catch my breath. Hopefully tomorrow, I'll be on Slick Jimmy. You will be doing the cheesecake challenge, triple treat challenge. So we got Little Girl Lethal, we got Skunk Girl, we got Niobe. We're going to get some great artists on there. I hope Trusty will be on there. Please, Trusty, please.
I'm planning on it. Unless something happens, I'm planning on it.
And I'll give you a hint.
There you say.
Slick Jimmy even invited Cross Comics to be on there. I would love to see Cross Comics do some cheesecake. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So that's tomorrow night. The Triple Treat Challenge on Slick Jimmy Speaks. It is a fun show, people. It's not like the other drawn and quarter shows. It's fun. Slick Jimmy just goes off on tangents, and it's fun to listen to him. He's an interesting cat. Then there's more people. July 4th. I know it's a holiday. It's July 4th. We go out and we barbecue. We have fun. We watch fireworks, and it's an outdoor thing. I know nobody's going to be inside, but if you guys get a chance later on, after you guys see the fireworks, come back and watch the video of Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition. It will be the Unbreathable Skunk Girl. Right now, I've seen the people that's going to be drawing that night. Fantastic artists are on there. It's amazing. It's
in the Discord. It's a good lineup.
Yeah, there is no stinkers in that lineup. Oh my Lord, these are some heavy hitters. I'll be there, but I'm not drawing. I'm so happy I'm not drawing because I'll be pretty sad if the creator of Skunk Girl loses. Right? I am not drawing that night because there are some heavy hitters. Oh God, it's gonna be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Has Dinah ever done a Skunk Girl before?
Oh yes, she did. And you know what? I can do that. Let's see where Dinah is straight in the middle. I know it's kind of small, it's getting bigger and bigger. It keeps on expanding, and we're gonna have more. I'm gonna have to make another line next week because all the skunk girls from the fan edition is gonna go up on this thing here. Dinah did the one in the middle. You see the one with the pink hearts right above Flit Amaret. She did that one. It was amazing, and I think she wanted to do another one. So, and she's gonna be on the show tomorrow. So hey, we're gonna have a new one from her. So it's gonna be awesome.
Hey, that's totally in her wheelhouse, man.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was fun for me to color her piece, and yeah, I mean all the stuff you guys see up here. You guys know that this is all fan art. You know, this is the stuff that's come to me over the months. I mean, we got great artists up there. We got Ortiz is up there. We got Josh Chris is up there. We got Tank Ferret, Rick Piper, Pope Fire's up there. Friendly Neighborhood Ninja, Flit Amaret, and Shabby's up there. I mean, I can go on and on. Josh Spencer, you know, just name dropping, and Adrian T is up there. Trusty Sidekick. How can I forget Trusty? Trusty, you got to tell me. I know Trusty's thing is so small now. It used to be so big. Trusty's against it. Trusty's kind of mad with me. It's like, you know, it gets bigger and bigger. It's like a little dot now. Nobody can even see my work. So if you guys notice on the right,
somebody said, you know, I told a friend, and they told two friends, and so on and so on and so on, and it just gets more and more and more.
Yeah, so if you guys notice on the right-hand side, usually there's the bigger pictures. Those are the new ones. So I kind of give them a little shout-out so everybody can see the pictures for a while. But those pictures will get small too, unfortunately. It was great when it was only 2 rows. You know, when I only had, you know, 10 pieces of artwork, but now we're well over 80-something pieces of artwork on there. I haven't counted for a while, so I don't know how much is up there. It's going to be amazing when it's over 100. It's going to be, whoa, everything's going to be super small. Yes.
I believe that we have another guest on the panel.
Oh, no. Who do we have?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, El Guapo is here.
Oh, yes.
What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, just been enjoying the conversation. You guys having a lively conversation. It's exciting.
Well, I was looking at his cover. I was like, that is cool. So I thought El Guapo was here for a while. I didn't know that he came in. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've just been incognito listening.
Yeah.
It wasn't live before. It's live now.
Take a moment to make sure everybody knows that El Guapo is in the house. And Manny and El Guapo, y'all both have projects. So after Manny finishes shilling or promoting El Guapo, take it away for a minute there, Mr. El Guapo.
Let El Guapo get some time, because all I'm doing is just promoting all you wonderful fan artists out there, which is great.
Yeah, I'm by the way, man, I noticed and very honored that you used my art as one of the trading cards. So I didn't. Yeah. I don't know if I knew that or not, but it was a shock to me. I was like, oh wow, that's a high honor. I appreciate that.
I thought you knew I was going to do that. I thought I said, El Guapo, I'm going to put you as a trading card.
I don't think I was focused or really paying attention when you said that. Then I saw it and I was like, oh, damn.
Well, you're in the process of getting your stuff going. So, you know, it's a headache, people. That last week before you start your Indiegogo campaign, you got so much things going through your mind. So I know exactly what El Guapo went through last week.
Oh,
I was doing the same thing.
You missed it, brother. You missed it. We had a countdown for Manny. We counted it down to 0. All right, Manny, go live. What? I have to do some more stuff. It's not going to go live. 10 minutes later.
He missed the countdown. He was 10 minutes late for his countdown.
It wasn't 10 minutes later, but it was later. it was like in Star Wars when they try to start up the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
You punch the button and now you're. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm really happy for you, Manny, and really, you know, and proud, happy and proud that you're one of the Digital Bullpen members having had a successful launch on Indiegogo. That's awesome.
Yep.
And so you know, maybe all of them can be that way. Yeah. So you know, my campaign is running, and I've had to. These things are so nerve-wracking. The worst part about it is, you know, been on vacation this week, and I'm trying to kind of keep in touch with it and everything. And unfortunately, I had to do some changes on the fly, but I think that by Thursday, with the improvements that I've made, especially in the video, uh, it's gonna make for a better presentation.
Right.
I found out some issues with Facebook as far as there were actually people, even though I was constantly posting on there, people were not seeing my posts, and that really ticked me off. So I don't know what it is about
Right.
the algorithms on Facebook, but and it wasn't just me. My partner and co-creator Ben was having the same issues. He was like, "Are any of you guys seeing these posts?" Um, and unfortunately, other than what we had out the first night, we haven't had any movement on that. But that's okay. Listen, I know. So this whole starting Sunday going through for the next 5 weeks or so, uh, I'm gonna be just jamming hard on this and getting this thing funded. I posted a podcast interview that Ben did, and it was actually really good. And then I'm gonna be Ben and I are gonna be starting the promo circuit on podcasts and streams and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll bring some more attention to it. Um, but hey, it's I'm still feeling good and positive and that sort of thing. So I'll be uh, I'll be promoting this. So anyway, the book is Chango, The Broken Veil, Act One. It's a story about Ruben, who at the age of 6 has a demon entity that is um, with him all the time. Um,
Jimmy,
and
I think you got locked on me, Jimmy.
Oh, my bad. Let
what
me
was that?
Nah, he was letting me know that it was locked on me on excuse me, on Good Dog Press.
Oh, that's fine. I don't even have any here. This is the only art I have. Here's an image from
Okay.
little pencil drawing I did of one of the characters from the book, one of the demons. And so Ruben, now a teenager, decides that he wants to get rid of the demons once and for all. So the story is a story of love, loss, redemption, and demons. And but at its core, it's really a story of a mother and son, and the love of family and that sort of thing. So you know. Um, I believe the production quality is very high on it. The I know I'm putting a lot of work into the art. I get a lot of positive feedback about the art, so I know that that's not a problem there. I got a great colorist on it. I got a great letterer. The story is great. So uh, I do appreciate you guys constantly plugging it. Skunk Girl is Lady Skunk is always out there doing her thing for me, and I appreciate her as well as Manny and E and all the other Digital Bullpen members. So, yeah, like I said, feeling good and just moving forward.
Yeah. Scott, that's awesome. I had mentioned that you had let me get a sneak peek at the video, and the video is phenomenal. The new video. So I can't wait for you to release that so people can
Yeah,
see it.
it'll be ready. It'll be ready tomorrow, from what I understand. I hired a professional voiceover actor,
Oh,
uh,
cool.
and so hopefully that'll help to punch it up a little bit, and we'll go for that. I hired a social media team to help me with some of that uh, promotion and stuff like that. So I just want it to be the best that it can be, and
Right.
that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I just want to hop on and say congratulations to Manny, and
Right.
and all the hard work that the digital bullpen crew put in order to make this successful. Currently, I'm going to actually get ready to do kind of like a retrospective which is why I had this book out. This is the very first comic that I published in 1991, The Captain's Jolting Tales. And this actually was distributed nationwide. And these were actually my first two forays. This is The Captain's Jolting Tales #2. And so I'll be talking about that and, what my contribution was to it. And, talking about the creator, the publisher, and that sort of thing. So it's pretty interesting dudes that created that company. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very, very nice.
All right, fellas. Well, listen, I just want to drop in real quick and say, give everyone a shout out, and Manny another shout out on that. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce right now, but I'll check. I definitely want to check in on the cheesecake tomorrow and see how that's going, and then the drawn and quartered fan edition featuring the Unbreathable Skunk Girl. That's going to be awesome. I did see the list of the artists, and it is going to be pretty great. So really looking forward to seeing what everyone comes up with. Should be pretty exciting. And Manny, you're doing the right thing, not because you can't do it, but it's just more awesome to sit on the sideline knowing that other people are drawing your creation on a campaign that's already fully funded. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's awesome. I'm glad that I'm going into that drawn and quartered with the campaign funded, and that it's 200% funded. That is even better. So it's great. It's a great feeling going into that.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Caesar, if you can, get in on the cheesecake challenge tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be fun. I mean, you've been there before. You know how fun it is over there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I have a blast whenever I do it, Jim. And you're right about Jimmy. He's a good dude and a great host.
Oh yeah, he is. It's fun. And
all right.
Yep.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night. All right. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Caesar.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't think I've ever watched one of those.
Oh yeah,
Me neither.
It's fun. I mean, it's if you guys love pinup art, that's where it's at. I mean, it's pinup art. Nothing explicit. No crazy shots. It's just good. Back in old days, 50s, 60s kind of pinup art. I mean, that's why it's called the Cheesecake Challenge. Nothing explicit. Just a little kind of cheeky kind of thing. That's all it is.
Right.
One of my favorite things is I used to have a book of the old nose art from like the Bombers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That stuff was like the Vargas girls stuff. Like that stuff was amazing, man. Some of the stuff that those guys did was fantastic.
I mean, that's what you get at the Cheesecake Challenge. You got some amazing artists that show up almost every week on that. It's crazy. Right. I mean, what they can come up with in 2 hours. And the thing about Slick Jimmy's is he actually encourages color. So it's crazy. These guys come up with stuff in 2 hours that is colored, not just pen and ink.
Yeah, I know some digital artists like not being able to do in color. It's kind of a hard thing for them because for one of the first, I know several of them that color is the first thing they do. They actually lay out their colors first, and then they put their drawing over top of it. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So I kind of have a little advantage because of my style of coloring. It's a pinup style of coloring, and I've perfected my 3-color flesh tones. So a little advantage there for me.
Yeah, you can see right now I'm trying to work in color and I'm failing miserably because I just don't do it very often.
So I'll be doing that tomorrow. I already know my character, so I'm already going to start on some sketches tonight for tomorrow's draw. I'm going to be doing Niobe. So that's cool because I've done Little Girl Lethal a few times already. So I told Slick Jimmy, yeah, I'll do Niobe tomorrow. I mean, I've only did Niobe, I think, twice so far. So it'd be awesome for me to do Niobe. She's a fun-looking character. And it's easier, too, because her hair is black, so it's easy. Black hair is easy. All she has is those those two bangs in the front that is purple. But other than that, the rest of her hair is just black. That's gonna
like pulling a John Dillard there, game in the system.
Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna.
Right.
So as Mr. Ortiz is resting his voice tonight, I'll be the moderator. And
No, I'm sorry. I had put me on mute because I was sneezing.
no.
Oh.
So
save your voice. You got to save your voice.
No, we're good. Let's see. I was about to read the chat actually, and then I realized I was muted. I was about to say that Lady Celtic Moon wants to know who these artists are. Well, I don't think Manny's gonna tell. He's gonna tell you to tune in.
I would tell you exactly who these people are, but your show.
No, you can do whatever you want to, buddy.
I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet.
All right, well there you go. He ain't gonna say nothing. The people, He says the people love Skunk Girl. Lots of awesome artwork there. And then of course KG, and KG says $2,208. Way to go, Manny.
Awesome.
Marcus Given dropping links. KG dropping links. You know, Pablo Romero art is in the house. He's down there.
Hey.
And everybody's saying hello to Pablo, and we are caught up.
You can find me on Twitter.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Right.
Every time you say that, you get me, man.
Oh Lord.
Even if I know it's coming.
I try. Yeah. So other than that, you know, everything's good. Like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather, but we're trying to drive through. I'm worse today than I was yesterday, Manny, and everybody on the internet has been making fun of the way I say lunch. Apparently, they kept saying I said lunch.
It sounded like a few times, yeah.
Yeah, that's why somebody made a stream with that on.
Probably.
Yeah, making fun of the way you said launch last night.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind none of that stuff. You know, but even now I'm like even though now, like I say lunch, and then I realized it does sound like lunch, and then I realized that I don't really enunciate differently between them that well. Like I don't make a concentrated effort to say lunch and launch. You know, I just say lunch.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to enunciate more. But then I always fall back in. Well, it's my Puerto Rican accent, man. Go ahead.
That's fine. It's cool.
Right.
You know. But
cool.
yeah. But yesterday we had a blast on Manny's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
we have a blast on my channel and your channel all the time.
Oh no, but
Yes.
this one was special, guys. You know, we got everybody to come in. You know, your book
Dude,
launched.
There was just too much chat to read last night.
You had like 40 plus people.
Right.
It was crazy.
The chat was just going too fast. So if I missed anything in the chat, it's like no way in hell I was going to read There's no way you could read everything last night. It was just going too fast.
Well, you couldn't anyway because people like Edwin joined in, and you know.
You know what? The funny part was Edwin was trying to join in like 15 minutes before he finally got on, because the panel was full up, and I didn't read my DMs. I didn't know that he was going, Manny, I can't get on. I was like, oh no. I was like, so luckily, you know, some people dropped out. I was like, oh no. You know,
Well,
I was wondering, when is Edwin coming? Because I know I sent him the link, and then I looked at the DMs. I was like, oh darn. But yeah, so it did open up, and Edwin came on, and then the Punisher came on with him. Oh God, the Punisher came on with him. Oh,
right. That's your son. Okay.
Oh, that is a cool dude. The Punisher is a cool dude. You got to give it up for him. He has heart. He has soul. He is what comic artists should be. You know, you just go out there and you draw every single day, and you enjoy what you're doing. That's a true comic artist. I mean, that Rick Piper, I love him to death. He is awesome. I love him.
Your son.
You know, you got to give up to him. I mean, he does what he does, and it's awesome. You know, he's a true artist.
Yep. That I'll give him. He is persistent.
Yep.
Persistent on everything. Persistent on not taking advice from you. Persistent.
Oh Lord. Oh, he's cool. He's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, Manny. I hear what you're saying, but F you, buddy. I'm doing it this way. Okay, what you have to say? What? You want me to give it more hips? I'll give it less hips.
Oh, I did that today. I did that today on his program. I took his.
saw.
You saw what I did to his cheetah,
Yep.
and it was just a little bit here. I mean, shave off a little bit here, put a little bit emphasis there, and he'd be there. You know, just a little bit more anatomy, and it's good to go. You know,
Like I said, he's not going to pay attention to you, man.
I know that's okay. I was there to enjoy his company on his show. It was fun. I mean,
Right.
I'll give him props. I mean, he's the dude. He's the one that, you know, I got my feet wet with being on his show, learning the ropes, learning how to do things. He taught me how to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I didn't understand because I was a noob. I was a noob to YouTube, and he knew more than me on that time. So of course, it was
And
cool.
he is a good guy. That I
Sup-
that I don't disagree with.
Yeah, super nice, super chill guy. I mean, he does get riled sometimes, though.
Yeah,
Don't,
yeah.
don't you can rile him. Don't think that he's not going to push back. He will push back once you get him in a corner. But usually he's super chill. He's a nice
No, I pushed him in a deep corner that one day.
Well, I've seen him be pushed many times before you pushed him. But yeah, he's a super chill dude. I mean, he's human, you know. He's just a nice guy.
Corner.
And
Yeah.
Manny the Noob, says Pablo Romero.
What? What did he say?
Manny the Noob.
Yep, Manny the noob. I would take that. Yes, I was. I was a noob at that time. You know,
Okay.
you got to start somewhere.
You
You
do
know,
gotta start somewhere.
you got to go in. I mean, oh man, the first few times I was on YouTube, I sounded like a scared little dog, man. It was like, whoa, that for sure is not the same person you hear today. That's for sure.
I think
Wow.
I think I said about 3,000 times in my first video.
The first time that I'm on even the fan edition of Drawn and Quartered, I was so quiet. It's funny. It was like, wow, who is that guy?
Yeah. Now Manny boy. Now Manny worse than E. Ortiz.
I don't think I can top Ortiz ever.
That boy never shuts up.
But I mean, that's the good thing is when me and Ortiz are in the same show, it's pretty cool because we kind of like balance each other out. Ortiz always gets the upper hand, that's for sure, on the talking. But oh man, I know one time I went on some other show and my wife said, "You know, you took over his show, right?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I did." Yeah, me and Ortiz, we can talk. If we get the chance, we will talk.
Yeah, we will talk you out of your show.
Yep. We will take over your show. That's the bad part.
But you know, I'm so used to engaging the people in my channel that you know, I guess I get like, man, you know, you gotta engage those guys. What are you doing, guy? No, I can't do it. No. And then I take over. And then I'm like, man, what did I do that for? Never gonna be invited here ever again.
But you know what? I mean, that's what people want to hear. I mean, they want to see the beautiful artwork, which we have fantastic art tonight. I'm amazed. I mean, comic book Bob, dude, I love your hair. Your hair is like amazing.
I appreciate it, man. I'm trying not to ruin it by putting this color down, but it's not what
voted tonight yet.
I don't usually work in color, so this is all experimentation for me here. So I'm just praying to God I don't screw it up.
Just remember the next time when you draw that, Raven is on top.
I showed this. I actually showed this to Pope Fire, and she's like, "Okay, so when are you sending that to me?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. When are you paying me?"
Exactly.
And then she did comment. She's like, "So of course Starfire's on top." I was like, "That's just because that's the one I started with." It's you know, so it's like you know, she's like, you know, you want to ask me who the best Titan is? It's like, well, everybody bows to the throne of the first acolyte of the Bat God, so there's your answer.
Yeah, this is true.
All right, Manny,
Yes, yes, sir.
where do you want me to send it to?
Just send a DM to me.
All
Good
right,
to go.
Is it done?
it's done.
Woohoo!
All right, so let me put up the wall of fame on the fan art, and let me go get my DM. So bring it on over. No, you want to really tweak her? Just put Terror at the top.
Ooh,
Dude, I love Terror.
I do too.
Actually, that's this is Tara right here at the bottom
So does
here,
Beast Boy.
and she's like, well, that's where Tara belongs. I'm like, I just put her there because she fit.
I love Terror. I mean, she's such an awesome character.
Now this doesn't have the background on it.
No, don't worry about it.
I just let you know that way you put the background on it, then we can put on the. You can update the. I can't think. Your Indiegogo page if you want.
Yeah. Speaking of the Bat God, he'll make an appearance on my stream eventually.
There you go.
Did you send it to me personally or through the Dog Stars?
It hasn't gotten there yet.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, my Twitter account, for some reason, I don't have all the information for it. You know, the login and crap. I don't have any of that. You know, it's been up forever since I've actually logged into it.
Take your time. Take your
The
time.
Surface Pro doesn't have it, but the computer does.
Right. Pablo says lots of Starfires being drawn these days.
Because
I just-
Starfire is awesome.
I started working on this thing months ago, and it sat and it sat and it sat, and I just pulled it out the other day because I wanted to do something with a little bit of color, and I was like, let me work on this for a little bit. But yeah, we were talking about
I made
was it
adventure to a Starfire.
Justice League Odyssey comic.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about Stefan Sejic, his artwork, man. I love that guy.
That's a pretty decent comic.
It's a good comic. It's not a bad take on those characters.
Yeah.
But I'm really upset that Stefan Sejic didn't finish it because
Right.
he
I like it.
he did like the first 3 issues, and then they told him to scrap them completely and do them all over again.
Yeah.
And he did 3 issues of what was left, and he said, "All right, I'm out."
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. He says he's got to run, rock all. Yeah. Yeah. So, comic book Bob, no more Starfires when you come visit us. No more Starfires.
All right, what am I allowed to do?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Trusty's doing a Starfire now because you know who.
Well, he's doing a Pulp Fire.
Oh yeah. He's doing well, same difference to me.
Yeah.
Well, Starfire is greater than Pulp Fire. I'll give it that.
But no, I still gotta finish that Knuckle Bomb piece. I've been dragging my feet on that thing for way too long.
Oh. That's another one I backed.
Oh, dude, Kyung Lee's awesome, man. I'm thinking about starting a stream up to talk about MMA and wrestling and stuff, and I'm still trying to see if I can talk him into maybe showing up once in a while because I know he's a big wrestling fan.
Right.
But I love that. I love that. That was one of the first books I backed, man. Just the idea of it and the look of the character and everything. I just thought was really cool.
Right.
And he's a good dude, so that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Good dudes help, man. Good dudes help.
And he always has the most interesting desk during the drawing.
Yes. Well, he's got the deck that has the most attention. I can tell you that much. Everybody's looking at it, who's going to be on there this week?
Right.
Did you see the when he sold some stuff on the auction that he actually threw one of those pictures on his desk in one time?
No.
Dude, it was awesome. Someone said, I'll bid another $20 if you throw in the picture on the desk. He's like, all right. He's like, here you go. It's sold.
That's great.
But he's got a good sense of humor. And if you got a good sense of humor, that goes a long way.
Indeed, indeed it does. Oh my goodness. What time? What? It's just 8:05. We've only been on for 1 hour. Man, time is dragging today.
He's like, oh, please let it end.
Nah, I don't want it to end, but geez, you all hear me sniffling, right? So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I want to, keep people, subject people to my sniffles the whole 2 hours.
Right.
I'll tell you what, brother. You do what you got to do, man. You get healthy.
I'll be healthy, man. It's just a matter of time.
Right.
This is not taxing.
Yeah, but you don't want to go on your anniversary all sick and stuff.
It's too late.
No, that would be good.
Come here, sweetheart. Give me some sugars.
Who do you think got me like this?
Say, come here, let me spread my plague to you.
Oh no,
Dude, like last week Skunker was sick, and I'm like, oh no, I don't need to be sick right now, honey. That's the last thing I need is being sick when I go on air and Skunk Girl. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't catch it from her. I was like, oh, good.
Oh yeah, you go over there and suffer alone, babe.
So if Skunk Girl came up against somebody who was like really congested, would that protect them from her pheromones?
Oh man, I think you just invented her arch nemesis.
Mucus.
I'm sorry, but it reveals in the book that no,
okay,
they will still be taken over, and it's in the book. It's in the book.
It's canon.
OP.
It's canon. It's canon.
So OP power. It's not allowed.
There is canon. The mucus will not stop it.
I don't know. I think it might.
No, it won't. It won't. Guaranteed, it won't.
Now you gotta have her arch nemesis. It's gotta be something like the male counterpart. It's gotta be the Musk.
That's her new sidekick.
I'm a boy.
Actually, her sidekick is in the book, but not in the book. I'm actually very vague about it.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys
Died from the snots.
you guys gotta read it and see how I incorporated the sidekick.
Future reveal. All right.
Yeah.
Like Jason Todd, but skunk.
Oh God. If it's like Jason Todd, I'll vote to kill him too.
yeah,
I like that.
Can we throw Damian Wayne in there while we're at it?
Oh God, man.
Lord.
I loathe that character.
So do I.
Dude, I hate Damian Wayne because part of it is admittedly because I'm a huge Tim Drake fan.
Oh, hold on. I didn't say Damien. I was talking Red Hood.
Oh, you're talking about Jason. You're talking about Jason Todd. Somebody said Damien too.
No, I said, can we throw him in there with him?
I hate Damien.
You want to get rid of Damien? Why?
He's a DC character. That's why you get rid of all DC characters.
Such a nice boy.
He is the worst Robin I've ever encountered.
The thing about Damien is, at least Jason kind of had a background for why he was such a jerk.
Yeah,
But Damien's a jerk just because he thinks he's better than everybody.
I mean,
he's entitled it because of who he is.
Right. It's like, I'm the grandson of Ra's al Ghul and the mother of Talia. Fear me.
Yeah, I'm the genetic son of Batman. Well, congratulations. What do you want, a cookie?
Right. I know, right? I mean, Dick Grayson was trained by Batman. He was like the first of the Robins.
But I must say that book where Damien was conceived was a very good graphic novel.
Oh yeah, the
Son of the Demon. Yeah, that was
Son of the Demon. That's a great book. Yeah, I love that book. That's one of my favorites. And I'm okay, and I'm okay with Batman having a son. I just think, like, knowing who Bruce Wayne is and knowing how he thinks, he would not be okay with his son being like that.
No.
He would and actually when they first introduced Damien, he acted like that. Bruce was not happy. Like he literally told him at one point, because Damien was raised by Ra's al Ghul's assassin society.
League of Assassins.
League of Assassins thing. I couldn't remember. My brain didn't want to work. He actually treated him like a son, rather than treating him like a father and son. He treated him initially like a master and a student. And when he actually tried to kill Tim Drake. And he literally told him, "You dishonor me when you do this. You will never do this again." And Damien was just like, "Oh, yes, sir." Like completely like, "Oh God." And somewhere along the way, they just dropped that whole thing. And it just, I can't stand Damien. I was so happy. I mean, it sounds morbid, but I was so happy when he died.
Yeah.
And then they brought him back.
I was one of those guys that was mad when Jason Todd was killed off.
When I said I actually voted to kill him, I'm not kidding. I actually did.
Yeah, that was. I did not get into the Batman comics at that when they killed him.
I actually got my copies of the Death in the Family signed by Mike Mignola.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was cool. I mean, I got him when he was unknown at the time. He was just before he was getting famous. He came down here. It was such a small little thing. I mean, I think I met him at like a library or something. It was such a small little thing that, oh yeah, it's Mike Mignola. Okay, well, cool. I'll take my Death in the Family comics. Have him sign.
That guy's art is so underappreciated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's such a nerdy looking guy. It was hilarious.
But, I actually have his when they did that comic book adaptation for Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh yeah,
dude, that art in that book is so good.
Topps Comics.
Oh yeah, and it's just nobody does negative space like he does.
Yep.
It just the way he uses negative space is it's like magic. And there's so much more detail in his stuff than it first appears. Like you look at it, it's like this looks so basic, but then you break it down, and it's just the composition of it and everything. That's the other thing that too is the way he does composition is just it's startling.
Well, that's the thing. He can do that because he is so skilled. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm just going to draw like that," and it's very simplistic. But no. You got to have the skills to be able to leave out that much and still convey exactly what you want.
Yeah. But I just wish he did more stuff, man.
Right.
He's like another of those artists that you just I was my last stream we were talking about how CC Zabolski has made that crazy claim. He's like, "Oh, I've got this great idea that's going to sell 1 million issues," and the first thing that came out was the big announcement was Marvel 1000, and it was kind of like everyone's like, "Yeah, okay," and then he's like, "Oh, all right. Well, we've got this other thing," and that was the big countdown thing, and everyone was really excited about that thing. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're taking the script for the original Spider-Man 4 from Sam Raimi, and they're going to do a comic off of it, and then this art looks kind of similar to Alex Ross. So maybe Alex Ross is going to do it." And as they're talking about this, I'm thinking to myself, "There's your 1 million issue copy. There's your 1 million issue idea right there." Just look at what the people are saying and do that. But then it turns out that it's J.J. Abrams' son is going to do a friggin' comic. Yeah. And that completely blew up in his face. And he got really mad about it. He was telling everybody, "Listen, guys, I didn't say that these were the ones that were going to sell 1 million. And I'm like, "Come on, dude. We're not stupid. We know it. Just take the fact that what you put out there isn't what people wanted." So then recently they put out that they're bringing back Marvel Zombies. Yep. And a bunch of people were asking him, "Okay, is this the 1 million issue idea?" So
I was never a fan of that.
It was all right. It was one of those gimmicks that they pushed too far.
Yeah, you know why they're doing? Well, I think he's doing that, right? Because The Walking Dead is shutting down.
Yeah, right. Which that was actually a big shock. That came out of nowhere.
So The Walking Dead is done.
Yep.
The comics?
Yeah. Yep. Out of nowhere. Like he's whatever this season is or whatever it is he's doing now, after this is over.
Well, I think it's it's just short of 300 issues, I think.
Oh. Walking Dead?
Yeah, it's like 297 or something like that.
No, I think it was 193.
193. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they were but the thing was they were advertising for stuff all the way up to issue 200. And everyone's like, well, wait a minute, you've got all this stuff for issue 200. Why are you ending it now? And I guess it was just like, oh, we were just screwing with it. So,
yeah. What was that?
What was that?
What was that article where they were talking about bringing back the Ultimates?
Oh,
yeah, they're actually talking about bringing back the Ultimate Universe, and they're actually going to do the Ultimate Universe. And it's what's the dude's name? He's a super soy.
Saladin Ahmed.
Saladin Ahmed, yeah. They're gonna put that guy in charge of it, and I'm like, yep. Well, that's here.
The house of bad ideas.
Yeah. Can we put Miles Morales back in the Ultimate Universe so he doesn't, so we don't have to deal with him again?
You know, I actually said that they could actually have brought the Ultimate Universe back, and he would have been the perfect catalyst to do it because he's one of the only actual pieces of the Ultimate Universe that is an unaltered piece of that universe. He didn't get shunted into this universe. He came over on the raft,
right?
During the Battle World storyline, the whole Secret Empire, the Secret War storyline that they did. He's an altered piece of that universe. And when they did that story in Thor where the Ultimate Mjolnir showed up, I thought that that's what they were going to do is they were going to start trying to bring back that universe like that. Which I'm like, if you put him in his own universe, that's fine. He's actually a fairly decent character when he's in his own universe and he's by himself.
Yeah.
But all of those Spider characters together in one place doesn't work, man. They just dilute each other.
Yeah. We don't need all these Spider-Men in one universe.
Yeah. It's I call it the syndrome.
Yeah.
Where if remember that line from the first Incredibles movie where he said I'm going to make everybody super, and when everybody's super, nobody is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that.
When everybody's Spider-Man doesn't matter.
Right.
When everybody's the Hulk doesn't matter. It's the same for everybody.
Yeah. When everybody's a mutant, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Incredibles.
I just wanted to bring back
all-time favorite movie.
What was that?
I said The Incredibles is my all-time favorite movie.
I love that movie.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie ever.
Yes.
It is actually. Well, I remember there was a big petition. They were saying when they were doing the Fantastic Four movies and the first one came out and people genuinely didn't like it, they were saying, get Brad Bird to do the friggin' movie. Like, he practically did it with The Incredibles. Just let him do it.
Right. So what were you going to say, Josh?
I wish they'd bring back Kane and the Spider-Man stuff. The Scarlet Spider, I forget but Kane, kind of the anti-Spider-Man. He moved to Texas and everything. He was my favorite Scarlet Spider, and they pretty much made him join the new Warriors. And after 9 issues, they just kind of did away with him.
Yeah, it's the only thing issue I have with that is, again, it's the whole thing where, like I said, they dilute each other. So if they did something now they were originally going to do an idea, and this I thought was a pretty cool idea. Even though I like Miguel from Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah.
Miguel was supposed to die during that big crossover they did with all the different Spider characters.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Kane was supposed to, or not Kane, but Ben Reilly. Is that the name he goes by?
Ben Reilly is the other Scarlet Spider.
Okay, the Scarlet Spider that was a part of the New Warriors, that was Kane, correct?
Yeah, that was Kane. Yeah, they killed him off in that one.
Yeah, he was supposed to go into the future and become the new Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, that would have been so cool too.
Because there was some kind of storyline where somebody had to go to 2099 to keep things, because the whole thing, when it was involving time travel, they actually had some rules where you can't alter time too much or it's going to cause everything to collapse. So they were going to then well, we have to send somebody to be this, and he was going to do that. They were going to do that with him. That was one of the ideas.
That was one of the series I was actually collecting, was his Scarlet Spider series. And then I like issue number 23. They're like, and that's a wrap. And I was like, well, what? And the whole last page was like, sorry, this came to an end really abruptly, so we're gonna make him join this other team.
Yeah. But yeah, because I actually like Miguel from Spider-Man 2099. That outfit is really cool.
The blue one or the white one?
The blue and red one.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, the original one. No, the new one sucks.
Oh, I think the new one looks weird.
Yeah, it's too much of a cyberpunky weirdness.
Right.
But I like that. I actually have that the original Spider-Man 2099, the first book. And his origin story is actually pretty cool, and it's one of the only origin stories of any of the other Spider characters that doesn't step all over Peter Parker.
Right.
It's after he's dead.
Well, let's see. That's why I like Kane Scarlet Spider, because he was like, "Look, I don't want to be a hero. I'm not Spider-Man. I was a bad guy, and now I'm a good guy. I'm just going to go away." So he moves to Texas, and he keeps getting pushed into being a hero. And he's just like, "I don't want to be, but I can't let people suffer."
Yeah, didn't he? They did that. That was when they did that storyline, The Other, right? When that was it. Madam Web said that Spider-Man needed to kill that one character, and instead King does it, and he says he did it to keep Peter from having to.
Yeah, where he actually became Scarlet Spider.
Yeah. I can't remember, but I remember like there was a story where it was Peter was like really all busted up about it because he didn't want to do it because Peter Parker doesn't kill people. So he kind of does it for him. He's like, and he's like, I know they're gonna hate me for this and all this, but I'm gonna do this so that he doesn't have to because he's a real hero and I'm not.
Yeah, like I said, he's just
he kind of just is like the same mentality of like the Punisher. It's like if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. I'm not a hero. I'm just going to do what's got to be done. And I love the anti-hero-ness of his character.
Yeah,
I mean, they did do him justice whenever they killed him off.
If they take characters like that and put them in like their own universe and stuff, I don't think it's a problem. Like I said, if they did like the 2099 stuff with him, I don't think it would have been a problem. But it's just having so many of them in the same place. It just, like I said, it just dilutes them.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Did you all see Wolverine now has a daughter again?
Dude, he's got like
X20. Well, X23 is a clone. This is a biological daughter, apparently, and she has 3 on each hand.
Yeah, it's the same. She's the female Dakin, is what she is.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
Yeah, what happened to Dakin?
Well, he got killed like 3 times, and then they brought him back. And, yeah, it's the whole Marvel's. Continuity doesn't matter.
He's a pretty cool character. Once again, he uses pheromones, kind of like Skunk Girl, but
Yeah. He was a cool character in that he was when he was a villain.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever he was the Dark Avengers.
Yeah. They keep trying to turn him into a good guy, though.
Yeah. They kind of tried to do the same thing with Sabretooth, which I didn't like.
No. Sabretooth should never be a good guy.
Sabretooth never worked as a good guy.
He was a good guy.
What's that?
Yeah, but different universe, it doesn't count.
Not really different universe, just different timeline.
Well, it was a different set of events that in their creation
that leads to it, but I mean it's
therefore it doesn't count.
No, it counts. That's my favorite storyline of all X-Men. Age of Apocalypse, man, it counts.
See, I like. I
also had Wolverine married to Jean Grey in the exact same timeline.
Oh yeah, there was all kinds of weird stuff in that thing. My favorite part of that storyline, actually, because I'm a big fan of Havoc, is I like how Havoc was actually kind of a bad guy.
Kind of. Jesus, he was crazy.
Oh yeah, and
he was nuts.
Yeah, Cyclops worked for Apocalypse.
They both did, yeah.
Yeah.
But then he was also in love with a human, which was like a complete like no taboo thing.
Right.
With Apocalypse. So I don't know. I've always liked Alex better than Cyclops. I mean, Cyclops to me is just like you're not that impressive when your powers are basically the equivalent of a ray gun.
Yeah, he's also a bit of a tightwad.
Yeah, but Havoc has always been like his power set's more interesting. I don't like the fact that they always make him less than he should be because they're always boosting Scott.
Right.
But yeah, the Extinction Agenda was when like he was awesome in the Extinction Agenda, and then right after that he became the leader of X Factor.
Right.
And it was like finally Havoc getting his friggin' due.
Now, X Factor was good back in the day, man. I enjoyed X Factor.
God, when Whilce Portacio was doing the pencils on that book, oh my God, it was gorgeous. And then Larry Stroman took over on X Factor after that, and it was a different kind of art, but it was still really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, I mean, you can't compare the artists of the way that they do artists today, man. They don't even come close to what they were back then, man. And those guys were freaking giants.
Well, now they're going to relaunch X-Men
again.
September. Well, what the wording was, they're like, we're going to go back to what the X-Men were back in the 90s.
Yeah, except they're not going to use the X-Men name. It's not called X-Men. It's House of X and Power of X. They're already doing that, getting rid of X-Men thing.
That's right. It's not House of XY. It's
Nope.
House of XX.
It's kind of disheartening, but it is what it is.
Okay, guys at Marvel, when Deadpool did that, in the Deadpool movie, he did that whole gender neutrality thing with the X-Force. It was a joke.
No, not to them. But yeah, I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope for this relaunch, man.
I'm not either, but you know, at the same time, I'm going. If you do it right, it could get me to buy X-Men again because they even said it's like we want X-Men to be the flagship again.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When I say these things, and I talk about how like I don't think it's going to happen, I don't want to be right. I would love if I was completely wrong. I want my X-Men back.
So do I.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Jim Lee and all those guys back.
No, Jim's too busy with DC, baby.
No, I was just playing.
You know,
that's the only way the X-Men's gonna be the X-Men of the '90s, though.
You'd have to bring Chris Claremont back into the fold.
I was like, Jim only did like what 6 issues?
Jim the highest selling issues of all of Marvel.
He did well on the X-Men, like the single X-Men book, yeah. But he did I think it was like 12, 13 issues of Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah, and then he got moved on to something else because they were like, okay, you've done your job here. We're gonna get someone does almost exactly like you.
Andy Kubert.
Yeah.
No, he got Whilce Portacio took over on X-Men, Uncanny X-Men.
Oh yeah, okay. Andy Kubert was on the other X-Men book for a while.
No, well, there was both the Kubert brothers. There's Andy went on one, and then Adam went on the other one.
Yeah.
But it was here's because like I said, I'm a Jim Lee friggin' Uber fan. So Jim did the first 12 issues of X-Men, and then Art Thibert did the next 3.
Right.
He did a story with that, and then Andy Kubert took over.
Right.
And then on Uncanny X-Men, Jim left. Whilce took over for about 7 issues, I think.
Yeah.
And then Andy Kubert, and then there was someone else. It was like I think actually John Romita Jr.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, when John Romita Jr. came in, that's when I started dropping Uncanny.
Yeah, he came in, and then right after him was Adam Kubert.
Right.
And it was Adam Kubert, and he was spelling off with someone else. I can't remember. And then on X-Force, it was
Liefeld, I think.
No, Liefeld started it, and then he left after I think issue 9.
Yeah.
And what's his name? God dang it. He's Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo took over. That was actually Greg Capullo's first big book. Was X-Force. X-Force, and he did X-Force. He did X-Force for a while.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think X-Force got canceled.
Right.
And Greg went over to Image, and he worked for Todd McFarlane. Did Spawn for about 5-6 years.
Right.
Which, man, I'll tell you what, his Spawn work is amazing. I can't wait for issue 300. Issue 300, him and Todd are both going to draw it together.
Nice.
Yeah. First interiors that Todd's done in, like, I don't know, 10, 12 years.
Now there's your best-selling comic for that month.
That's what, dude. We were talking about, like, if Marvel doesn't want to do, like, if Marvel just wants to turn into like an IP farm friggin' Spider-Man out to Todd McFarlane and said, "Listen, you know that Spider-Man Spawn crossover book you want to do? Do it, and you give us half the profits, and there you go." It's like there's your friggin' million seller right there.
Right.
And that was what we were talking about, was like, if you want to know how to make a million seller, look at what other people are saying they think that project you were going to do is, and then do that.
Speaking of people taking over the streams, shut up, man. I'm just kidding. So, Pablo, let's see. I just want to see this. The chat was pretty quiet, so just wanted to catch up. Shabby joined. So, hey, Shabby. Tank joined. So, hey, Tank and Poke Fire, the Starfire person. Not binary.
Starfire's in the chat
as well. And you know, and then let's see this skunk girl that Josh was drawing. That skunk girl that Josh drew for Mr. Manuel Correa. He's working on it in his screen right now.
Oh, you finally got it up.
It's only been up there for like the last 15 minutes.
Dude, I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking.
Dude went on a freaking tangent, man. But I figured he just really, it was weighing heavy on his heart, so I just said, I'm just gonna let him do his thing.
It was a good tangent, though. It was a good tangent.
Do that, E, how are you, my man? I'm doing well, Shabby. We got acting on as Shabby Dishes because he comes here and he's a good guy.
Shabbos in the house.
The Art to Read is here. Let's see. I don't remember seeing him on here, but yeah, there he goes. The Art to Read, and he's asking Tech to launch. Hey, see, because I just started inking and I went into my ink. This guy's gonna talk forever. Let me just ink.
There's a lot of launches this week.
So, Manny, what do you think about it? That do okay?
Yes, he did very fine.
And be honest. I mean, if it's color's not right or something, let me know.
No, this is your interpretation of what you think that she should be, and that I'm going to accept it.
Except he said he's going to draw 3 little strands of hair at the end of that little curl.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did on the card. I did.
Because those 3 curls are very important to Manny. Like, Manny's life is not complete if there's not 3 little tufts of hair unfurled.
But then again,
Ortiz did it.
Yep.
I don't think I did the curls when I drew her.
No, Manny,
don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. It's just that it is what it is.
Better. I failed you, Manny.
No, you did not fail me.
You have failed this city.
I have not failed.
Oh my God. Did you guys ever see his wrestling?
So this one you colored this one in Photoshop, huh?
Yep.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
I
cool.
wanted to make sure you get it because the one I'm going to do in Copic, as soon as all these upper decks are done, then he can have that himself. So.
Right. Pofire over here. Let's put Pofire on timeout. See what happens. That I run the show the way she wants me to run the show. He wants to show Trusty because Trusty's doing her commission.
Street streamer.
So let me go ahead and put a Trustimus Maximus on the.
Don't listen to her.
Damn it.
Don't do it.
You got 1001, 1002, 1003. That was it. That's all you get. And back to Manny and Josh Chris art with this beautiful rendering of Unbreathable Skunk Girl.
Right.
Fire.
Are you going to put the fan art into the book itself?
Yes, there is a lot of fan art. There will be. We had this fan art contest, and there was 12 entries. Every single piece of that 12 entries will be somewhere in the book as some Easter eggs.
Okay, I thought maybe you were going to do like Malin did that fan art section at the back of his book.
Well, there will be a page, a full page devoted to the winner of the fan art contest. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. And then the other 11 pieces will be somewhere in the book with little Easter eggs.
Right.
There's gonna be Easter eggs all over the place for all the people that know about this community.
Cool.
Right.
Some fun stuff. Fun stuff.
I'm just glad I was able to do it for you, buddy. I was afraid I couldn't, and I just turned up the gears and I worked my butt off on these cards, and I got to a point I was like, okay, I can finally color the Skunk Girl.
Well, I am sharing Trusty Sidekick art right now for Pope Fire. I hope Pope Fire is happy with this. Trusty Sidekick, beautiful work from Trusty Sidekick. Yeah, this will show.
Slowly but surely.
Are you happy now, Pope Fire? There's Trusty Sidekick.
I just like when you said that just now. I got like you said it will show. I got that. You guys ever watch that Fortunate Fire?
Oh yes.
That guy's like, it will kill.
This blade will cut.
This thing will kill.
Doug McKay.
Yeah, this piece will show.
KG says, "Turn off your camera, Trusty." They're trying to get Pope Fire to get out of here.
Oh Lord! Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Oh yeah, I could have done this too. Here you go, Trusty Sidekick on Drawn and Quarter Fan Edition, the Unbreathable Skunk Girl.
There you go.
Yep, there we go. I love Trusty's work. Beautiful work. I love all the work that came to me. Is amazing. It's amazing.
You see what happens when you don't have someone take over your stream there? You get a lot of dead air.
No, we're good. I'm over here typing, trying to get a Pope Fire.
And then
uncoded message.
Okay, just for Pope Fire, we'll show Jacob's work for her.
Oh, yeah, there's the Jacob one right there.
There's a Jacob Skunk Girl. Here's Jacob Skunk Girl.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
Bowser Girl.
A variation of a Skunk Girl.
It's super awesome.
Fire says, "I wish for a Spider Gwen headshot." He says, "Done. A Spider Gwen headshot."
Spider Gwen.
That's what she said.
Oh my God, she's asking for something that's not Starfire.
Yeah, she says, "With the mask, please."
That's not troll.
With
Get
the
her out
mask?
here.
Why would she want with the mask?
Oh, she wants to be on the show. Oh,
she wants to wear them.
Don't let her on. Don't let her on.
Should we invite her on the show, man? We only got
we're gonna have so much dislikes when she comes.
We only have like 21 minutes.
All right.
You know,
I guess we can tolerate her for a while.
It's just 21 minutes, and then her and Comic Book Bob could fight over over who can take over the chat.
Right.
But
it's all good, man. You're passionate, man.
Yeah.
So,
one thing real quick, brother.
Just stop interrupting me. No, go ahead.
I know you're real big on the inkers and everything, but we were talking about X-Men #1. Scott Williams just did a new a gatefold cover for the relaunch of X-Force, and he based it off of Jim Lee's X-Men #1.
Oh,
you know, freaking Scott Williams can draw,
dude. Yeah,
yeah.
He was going to do an image book of his own called White Wolf for a while, but it fell through. But yeah, that dude, man, like his art style is very similar to Jim's. It's just a little more simplistic.
Yeah, have you seen the episode of Jim Lee on Twitch where the role reversed?
Yeah, when
Scott Williams pencils.
Yeah, when he inked Scott Williams pencils, and Scott Williams did that. It was a Batman and Catwoman piece.
Mm-hmm.
It was gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I was on that stream giving Jim Lee a hard time, talking about, so this is what a master inker does. But Jim Lee's amazing, and he's a good guy. He takes everything in stride.
Yeah.
His streams are awesome. It's been a while since he streamed, but he has done 2 streams back to back the past couple of weekends. So awesome.
He said he wants to get back into it some more. It's just that he hit a point where he just couldn't get it done. But I do like the fact that Jim recognizes that a big part of his success is because of Scott.
That is the right link. Control copy. Man.
But he does nothing but tout how great Scott is. And he should, because he does owe a lot of his success to Scott Williams. A lot of people do, actually.
I did send her the wrong link. I sent her the link to Chango the Broken Pale. Yeah, try streaming from there, Profire. Yeah.
Check out that cover he did though, man, because that thing is gorgeous.
Okay, say one more, Jen, because I'll probably be going to the shop sometime this week.
Right.
Yeah, because I gotta go check him out. Oh, and there goes Profire, and she's got 2 hats, 3 hats. How many hats you got?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're gonna call her the Mad Hatter.
I think you got a lot from me.
No. I moved it over to her.
Okay.
Did you like your nickname you got on Gary's chat?
Oh man, this young lady right here. She's the daughter I never wanted, and I, and I love her just as much too. But anyway,
sometimes I just want to drown you like a bag of cats.
And so she super chats. No, she gets Gary to call me oatmeal. And then she super chats him to say she was sorry for that. And then she super chats him again to say, yeah, that's his name. So
No, I super chatted him to let him know it was a troll, and then he completely misread it. So that's your name now for all time on Gary's stream.
So it's all good. It's all fun and games. So now Gary calls me oatmeal. So from henceforth on Gary's channel, I will now be known as Sir Oatmeal. So I have been knighted by Gary.
Sir Oatmeal, the first of his line.
At least Jimmy Oatmeal is not here with his bowl of Cheerios icon. So there's always that.
Oh boy,
there's always that. But yeah, so what's up with the Mad Hatter routine?
Yeah,
you look like you're wearing a slinky.
I always look like this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Can't even put her head on her head.
No, like even ask the chat. The chat will even tell you that this is normal. This is what I always look like.
How much have you had to drink tonight, kiddo?
Chat?
None. I'm completely sober.
I don't believe you.
This is what I always look like.
Looks normal.
So you're not high or anything?
And
Yeah,
Chevy says, you look extra lovely, Profire. Chevy, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. How many times have we told you Booster Boy is not giving up that kung fu grip on Profire, the Starfire gender neutral person?
I always wear my hats all at once on stream. I don't know why you would think otherwise.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't been paying attention. Sorry.
You haven't.
I apologize.
Ashamed. Everybody else has. Everybody else.
I'm reaching out to that guy you asked me to reach out to in a very unconventional way.
Oh God.
I went to his Twitter, picked out one of his art pieces, and decided to ink him live on air and let him know I was doing so. So we'll see if he reacts.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. He's just really underselling himself, and I felt like if anybody could give him a confidence boost, it would be old Oatmeal over here. No, I mean, You guys can thank Oatmeal for my rise to power because he was the one that was the first one to allow me on his stream.
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
So
When we were talking
about
Comics for Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
You
just
made such a better name. I'm still mad at that. Like that name was so much better.
a long time ago when everything was still good in the land of CG.
Yeah.
People were still lovely, civil, and kind.
Yes.
Well, I still do run the fundraiser, so if anybody would like a Skunk Girl book and they can't afford it currently, we can definitely hook you up.
Oh, cool.
Yes, that would be probably Scott Sheemer. Also, can you take a look at the one that I said you by mistake, Chango, the Broken Veil? He's by one of our good friends, Cesar El Chapo, El Guapo Comics. I mean, I am sick, so I am like really barely just hanging on here.
Actually, I was already looking at it. Yeah, you probably can't tell.
Yeah. No, you know, he's a good guy. He comes on the stream. He's part of the Digital Bullpen. Super humble, just like Manny. You know, we like our humble people. I don't even know why Comic Book Bob is here because he doesn't fit the bill. But
I decided to come hang with all of you plebeians.
Yeah.
I see.
You know, comic
sometimes.
Yeah, just messing. I'm just messing.
I don't know what your problem is. I think I know what it is. It's because he's drawing a Starfire.
Yeah, I told him he can no longer come draw Starfires on here. The limit per stream is one person, and Trusty has that limit right now.
Okay. So I won a contest with an artist a few weeks ago, and he told me because he told me he's like, I've drawn Starfire on stream so many times. Please don't ask for a Starfire. So now I'm having to think of other characters because I've had some artists tell me that they don't want to draw Starfire.
So you asked him for Blackfire, right?
No, actually, I think I asked for Red Hood.
Oh my God!
No, he didn't say it to be mean or anything. He was joking around, but it was really funny to me. I was like, then maybe I should stop with the Starfires for a bit.
Maybe you should. I'm glad you asked for a Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
So you went from Starfire to the worst of the Robins, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, I like Jason Todd as Red Hood.
Oh Lord, please don't. I just had to listen to a 20-minute rant about that about 15 minutes ago. So, not mention the name. Do not. Just please, because wow. You know, I already got a headache, congestion, and having to they hate so much. It would just completely over the edge.
But under the hood was such a good story. But Under the Hood was such a good story art.
It was. I liked Jason when he was a villain.
Paulo Romero says, as Shabby, do it again, but this time finish him.
So can I show you guys something?
Yeah, man, knock yourself out, woman.
So Ana Diop's Starfire is finally being painted. It'll let me screen share. And you know what? She looks a lot better. It's not actually screen sharing what I wanted to screen share.
Oh, there you go.
See, they're doing what I said they should do. They're not painting her, they're just putting a gold hue to her. They're like a golden highlight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
way better.
It already looks way better. Like they let her have her real hair, and then they let her have this. She already looks so much better.
Yeah, people really need to stop with the you're being racist because you didn't like her depiction of Starfire. But it was never really about her race from the get-go. But
I had somebody threaten
how they dressed her.
Somebody threatened to call the police on me for not liking Ana Diop's Starfire.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I've even stated several times that I thought Ana Diop wasn't the problem. I thought it was the costume and the budgeting. And then this person was on Christmas Eve was threatening to call the police on me for not
I'd have been like, please call the police on me for this.
Right.
I beg you to call the police on me for this. And
Hold on,
tell them to do it live.
Hold on, Shabby's leaving, so we all got to say bye to Shabby.
Bye, Shabby.
He feels some kind of way if we don't acknowledge that he is leaving. So I want y'all to say, adios to Shabby.
Bye, Shabby.
Oh, there she goes. One hat, headphones over the head. We're cooking with Crisco now. We're cooking with Crisco now. Speaking of cooking with Crisco, Trusty got Starfire, Popefire upside down.
Yeah, but yeah, these are people who are so caught up in. We have to accept this, no matter how bad it is, and that they're not listening to what the argument really is.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, people want to destroy our books. Even Tom Holland came out and said that Spider-Man should come out as gay.
Well, you know why he said that, right? There's actually an agreement with Sony and Stan Lee that is in no way ever going to be broken, that Peter Parker has to be a straight Caucasian male. So that's why he said it, because he knows it's never going to happen. So he didn't have anything to worry about when he said it.
They're also pushing that trans actor in the movie as well.
Yeah, they're pushing him as the first whatever trans actor.
The Spider-Man needs to be trans argument again.
No, not Spider-Man. One of the actors.
Yeah, one of the actors who gets an inordinate amount of screen time for no reason.
Yeah,
by the way, is a trans actor. Which I'm like, whatever, dude. But
that's fine. I don't care about all that. But please do not change Peter Parker.
Yeah.
No, they won't.
Starfire.
Popefire's right. There is an unwritten rule that they cannot alter Peter Parker in that way. It's one of the reasons why they did the whole Spider Rock storyline with the Superior Spider. They wanted to take him darker, but they knew that they weren't allowed to make that drastic a change to Peter Parker.
Yeah, they can't.
So they had to take him out and put Doc Ock in a driver's seat.
Yeah, they had to commit character assassination on Peter Parker to do it.
Yeah, that's my only thing, man. You know, how many characters have been made and failed? You know what I'm saying? Before they took off, like don't take the established character. You know, just keep plugging away till you find a character that works. And I don't care what that character is. Hey, you want to make it, whatever, fine. You know, but leave the established characters alone.
Right.
Please.
Even Deadpool had to go through a few writers before he started becoming popular.
Yeah, that's one of the things I like Rob Liefeld for the most part, but he's like, I created Deadpool. I was like, you put a face on him.
Right.
Don't mention Rob Liefeld around Josh, okay? Please. I don't want the man to explode.
Yeah, you may have created the character from using pencils and writing him down and stuff like that, but it was other writers that made the character the icon that he is today.
Yeah, because before he was just a Deathstroke knockoff with
Right.
Spider.
Yeah, it's a Deathstroke clone. He really was.
Yep.
No, because Deathstroke's my boy.
Yeah, we'll give you Cable, but not Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Domino as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really? He made Domino? I didn't see any pockets on her costume.
Yeah.
No.
I think she had a few pouches on her costume.
Yeah, did you see feet?
If
there were feet, it wasn't Rob.
You need to look. You need to look closer because there are some pictures of Domino where she's got a buttload of pouches.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I see it.
Domino was
Marvel more.
But nobody's perfect. I understand.
Right.
You know,
back in the day, actually, Domino.
Nobody's perfect. Popefire is all right.
She also used guns that looked like they were modeled off of Super Soakers.
Well, all of Rob's guns look like giant hair dryers.
Yeah. But Rob sure as heck put a lot of pouches on people, like in places where pouches should not go. Like, where is there a pouch there, Rob? Why? Why that pouch?
He also didn't give any of his characters eyes.
Well, to be fair, a lot of artists in that era, they didn't draw pupils in characters' eyes.
Okay, I'll give you that.
It was probably a style thing at that time.
Yeah, it was. That was. They actually had to come up with an excuse for why Storm's eyes were always white.
I don't know. I like those eyes.
I always thought it had something to do with when she was using her powers.
That's the story they came up with.
Okay,
but originally, her eyes weren't white. if you look at Storm, if you look up close of her eyes are blue.
Yeah, I've seen her with blue eyes.
And that's actually an element of her story, because that was one of the reasons why she was marked as a witch or a demon originally by her tribe, is because she had blue eyes.
Yeah. Well, how many Africans come with blue eyes?
Exactly. That was the whole
Surprise? Oh no. As we say, there's recessive genes. Okay, I'm being reminded that we have 6 minutes left. And y'all are going to attest
it's like
the 6 minute mark. Go ahead.
And now he has nothing to say.
Yeah.
I'm pimping my channel. My bad.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. As a matter of fact, we're at the 5 minute mark, so let's go ahead and get rolling in that. Snabby Raccoon, go ahead, tell us where you can be found, and tell us about your channel.
Okay, Shinobi Raccoon. You can find me on Twitter at Ronan Raccoon, Instagram at Tanuki Clan. I also come by my YouTube channel where you'll have more episodes of Gear Up with Shinobi Raccoon, where my character Cherry Blossom interacts with Ninja from other medias, from comic books to video games and cartoons.
Awesome, sir. And he's also part of the Digital Bullpen, so he'll be here a lot of the time. Comic Book Bob, tell us where you can be found and tell us about your stuff.
You can find me on Comic Book Bob. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook under the same name as well. I do my YouTube channel. I do movie reviews. I do comic reviews, although I haven't done one in a while, but I'll be doing some more of those. I do art videos sometimes, and every week, normally on Tuesdays between 6 and 8 o'clock, we do our nerd culture class where we talk about all the news in comics.
As you can tell, he is a wealth and a fountain of knowledge. Mr. Joshua Christopher Arts.
Yeah, I'm Josh Chris Art. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Josh Chris Art. And unfortunately, the Manny piece will be the newest thing you guys can see for a while because I'm still doing my Upper Deck project.
And last but not least, hold on. Nope. Trusty Sidekick. Tell us where you can be found, sir.
You can find me at Trusty Sidekick 3 on Twitter, Trusty Sidekick Art on Instagram, and Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, hanging out with these guys on the Digital Bullpen.
And the Art of Read, I'm glad you asked that question because Manny Correa's next, and he's going to tell you where he's going to be out really, really soon. Manny?
Thank you, Ortiz, for letting me be on your show as usual. And you guys can go over to Indiegogo, and Skunk Girl is there. Go on there and go. If you guys like the project, go support the project. We are 200% funded right now, and we can just keep on growing. And it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. We still got 8 more minutes before we hit the 24-hour mark. But yeah, we did. I mean, this is a screenshot from last night when we just went over the mark in 30 minutes. It was amazing. 30 minutes, we hit our mark. It was awesome. So thank you guys for supporting it. And of course, tomorrow night, if you guys have a chance, go on over to Mr. Slick Jimmy and go see the Triple Treat Challenge. Be Skunk Girl, Little Girl Lethal, and Niobe. There'll be some artists over there, fantastic artists that's going to be drawing these characters. I'll be there. I'll be drawing Niobe tomorrow night. And after that, we still got more stuff to come. On July 4th, after you guys have your guys' meal with your family, go out with your family first. Always family first. Go out there, go enjoy yourself on July 4th. And after you guys have all your fill of food and fireworks, come on in and go watch the Drawn and Quartered fan edition. It will be the Unbreathable Skunk Girl. The artists on that, the lineup is amazing. It's going to be a fun night. So just come on over and enjoy the show. If you can't make it that night, go the next day or the following day or next week sometime and go watch at least 3 minutes. Just watch 3 minutes and you'll get another view. Okay. So, and you guys can find me on Twitter, Good Dog Press. And usually I do a show Monday and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern where we got the Digital Bullpen, we got the Dog Stars. We just draw in, we talk, and we have fun. No drama.
Indeed.
That's the first rule with me and ERTs. No drama. Just fun. Righty?
Yeah. So you let them know you were going to be on Larry's show this evening?
Yes. Whenever Larry does a show, I'm gonna drop in on his show. It might be a little bit late tonight because usually Larry is working, I think.
Okay.
So, and then tomorrow, July 3rd, before the Triple Treat Challenge, Larry's gonna drop his book on Indiegogo. It's gonna be Niobe #1, the reprint of Niobe #1. It's gonna be Indiegogo exclusive, so it's not the same as the Kickstarter. It's a different cover by Josh Spencer. It's an awesome cover. I've seen it already. Go check it out tomorrow on Indiegogo. I don't know what time he's gonna drop it. It's not gonna be like me dropping it at midnight. I mean, midnight is just past, but he is gonna drop it July 3rd, sometime tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. I think it's just before Slick Jimmy goes on air. So go look out for that, people.
Awesome, man. My name is Ortiz. Even though I'm congested and struggling through this cold, this piece right here that I'm inking is from a young person. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but it's a young person, an Image Incorporated on Twitter. I just went ahead and grabbed it. So I'm always looking at people's pencils and whatnot, so I wanted to give them a little bit of love, a little bit of a shout out. I can be found as colorblind_E on Twitter, Ortiz Arts on Facebook, Ortiz Arts on Instagram, and of course, ERT is the channel that you're on right now. I want to wish everybody a wonderful 4th of July. I won't be on probably till Thursday or Friday, so I hope y'all have a blessed, wonderful 4th of July, Independence Day. Celebrate the independence of this great country that we live in. God bless and good night.
Aloha.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.